All right, we got us something a little bit different. Shout out Riza Moreau. She recommended this. It's his mom horrified after 12-year-old son's confession.
Why are you believing them? They are not your sons. Stop believing them. Be honest, baby. It's okay.
Because you're gonna feel so much better. You're gonna feel so much better.
When they pull this GPS, will it show that you were at home in your bed, or will it show that you were somewhere else? That's the question that was asked. You don't know?
This is some that's serious. Evil kill my family. What am I supposed to do?
Robert, you don't understand that you're just as guilty if you know who did it and you're not saying nothing. That's guilty by association. What was the point of snitching on everybody if I was going to get charged? Why did you make me stay? I said I don't know.
Damn.
My life is ruined.
When the bodies of 3 teenagers were discovered over a...
You niggas going down. 3? Y'all killed 3 niggas?
Period of several days in the same neighborhood in Marion County, Florida, the police didn't know what to think. This would set the tone for the rest of the case, as the emerging suspects all seemed intent on blaming each other. The identity of the alleged perpetrator, along with the motive for the heartless murders, turned out to be more alarming than anyone wanted to believe. The police first learned that something was terribly wrong just before midnight on March 30th, 2023, when they received this 911 call.
There's a girl laying in front of my road and she's dying.
Okay, is she awake?
She's dying. I don't know. She's bleeding out of her head. She's gargling on her blood.
You need to turn her on her side so she doesn't choke, okay?
It doesn't matter what side? Like, on what side?
No, just turn her on her side so she doesn't choke on the blood, okay?
Oh, God.
Is she awake?
No.
Okay, is she breathing?
She's breathing.
Oh.
Do you know how far they are?
I don't have an ETA, but they are on the way, okay?
Deputies from the Marion County Sheriff's Department arrived moments before the ambulance. While paramedics rushed to try to save the victim, the deputies tried to get a grasp on the chaotic scene.
Damn.
Within 5 minutes of the ambulance arriving, the victim was on her way to the nearest hospital. The Sheriff's Department was left to pick apart the seemingly inexplicable scene.
She's not responsive? No, not responsive. No, there's no ID, no nothing.
Young girl, older girl?
Younger girl. The shoe's right there, and that's been moved.
She was right there, right?
Yeah. There's blood everywhere. I was not expecting that.
No. Well, I thought it was going to be BS, honestly.
Yeah, I immediately thought she had got, like, hit by a car. And I seen the big, but I've never seen an exit wound
Damn.
in a head.
Yeah.
So I wasn't aware. Oh, yeah. She's laying down. It's all pulled out. I mean, it was...
And she was still breathing?
Rapid breathing.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Medic said she ain't going to make it.
Yeah, more than likely. I mean, if she did, that's wild.
When
Damn.
police made contact with the 911 caller, they learned that he was just as confused about the situation as the deputies. He only became aware that something was amiss when he got a call from his neighbor across the street.
You didn't hear nothing at all?
She told me it sounded like someone crashed into my dumpster, and then there was like 2 shots.
The neighbor in question made her way over to talk to the deputies directly. Unfortunately, what she said only served to make the situation even more mysterious.
So,
Oh my God.
around what time did you hear? You said it sounded like a gun, like a...
Yeah, it wasn't a loud gunshot. I would say about 20, 30 minutes ago. It wasn't a loud gunshot, but I heard about 4 or 5. And I kind of blew it off casually, and then I just looked out of my window because I did think it was strange with it, how late it was. And I saw the car run into the dumpster.
Mm-hmm.
And once I seen the car run into the dumpster, I stepped out my door, and I seen a man run out of the car down the road towards my yard, and I yelled at him, "What the fuck were you doing?" And then I seen him run back towards the car, take a minute, and I was calling him because it was his dumpster, and I seen him skirt off into the neighborhood.
Did you see if anybody was in? Was it only one? Was there
I
several
only
people?
seen one person running, and it was a male. It had a male figure, had a hat on. I want to say he was like 5 foot, maybe, but it was only one dude running down the road.
This once again tracked with the evidence, as police found several sets of footprints at the scene.
Did you hear the crash first, or did you hear what sounded like
I heard the gunshots first.
Where did you?
The deputies closed down the main entrances and exits to the Forest Lakes Park neighborhood, hoping to catch the alleged shooter as he attempted to flee. Unfortunately, the area was
Damn.
heavily wooded, with plenty of places to hide and lots of back roads. This made for a difficult search for police and an easy getaway for the alleged perpetrator. Meanwhile, the hospital where the victim was being treated was able to provide some help in that regard. They identified the girl as
She was only
16-year-old Layla
16?
Silvernail. Her grandparents, who were her legal guardians, were understandably distraught. Detectives first made contact with her grandfather, Kenneth.
Layla was found, she was apparently with a gunshot wound, and she was taken to the hospital. So that's part of the reason why we came here, was to let you know about her status, but we also wanted to know any information that you had about who she was with yesterday, who she hanged out with.
What's she in the hospital for?
She has a gunshot wound.
Huh?
She was shot.
You're kidding.
No, that's what I told you when
This
I
is
came.
what I've been trying to tell her. You're hanging around with a crew.
Kenneth hurried to the back of the house to get his wife, Lisa.
Oh, shit.
Layla's grandmother only seemed to become more distressed when the detectives tried to ask her
damn.
questions.
Lisa, come here. Lisa, have a seat right here.
Is my granddaughter okay? Will she be okay?
She's going to be at the hospital. I don't know anything. That's why
I'm the
Damn.
victim advocate, okay? I'm here for you. Have a seat for us. We need some information so we can find out who did this,
I'd
okay?
like to know too.
We
I will
need...
go and I will shoot their asses. Oh no!
Listen.
Where was she shot at? Does anybody know anything?
She was shot in the head. Lisa.
Damn.
That's all we have right now, okay?
This can't be happening. This can't be happening.
The situation was actually more horrifying than Lisa knew.
Damn.
Early on March 31st, the morning after the shooting, the police stumbled upon the last thing they were expecting. Just blocks away from the crime scene where Layla was found, police discovered a second
God
victim,
damn.
also suffering from a gunshot wound. There was little doubt that the two cases were connected, which made the search for the shooter all the more urgent. Back with Layla's grandparents, the detectives desperately tried to find out who might have been with Layla that night. Since they'd already found two victims, they had to wonder if more of her friends were hurt, or in danger too.
Lisa, look at me. Who was she with yesterday?
She came here with, and I'm gonna tell you everything, because I don't like the people she hangs around with anyway.
Okay, that's what we need. That's what we need.
Lisa said Layla was almost always with her boyfriend, 17-year-old Michael Hodo. She also directed the police to Layla's best friend, who might have more information about her activities the day before the shooting. Another name came up too, and it was one police were already familiar with.
And then that runaway girl, Camille.
Okay.
She was with her too yesterday.
Camille Quarles, 16, had been reported as a runaway by her aunt and legal guardian several weeks prior. It was an open secret that she'd been staying with Layla at her grandparents' house, but no one had successfully brought her home yet. When police made contact with Camille's aunt, Amy, she was not shy about expressing her frustration with the investigation.
I did call it in this morning to ask somebody to go through there, and nobody has called me back. I've called 5 or 6 times a day since she's been gone.
Even worse, Amy's son was hearing all kinds of gossip about the case at school. People were saying Camille had also been shot. The names of the victims and the location of the crime was seemingly common knowledge.
Damn, how the fuck they know?
Disturbingly, police had not yet confirmed if Camille was involved. Also, they'd not yet released the names of the victims or the location, which meant whoever was spreading this information had to be involved.
And there was another body discovered this morning in that neighborhood.
Okay.
I want to know if it's my child.
Okay, the second person is not Camille. I can't identify who that person is, but it's not her.
The identity of the second victim only made the case more dire, especially in regards to Camille's safety. Frustratingly, the police were still in the dark about most of the lead up to the crime, up until they got in touch with Layla's best friend, Gabby. She was more forthcoming and told the detectives that she'd spent the day with Layla and her boyfriend, Michael Hodo, and several other teens who would soon become an integral part of the case.
Was there anybody else in the car other than you, Layla, anytime during the day?
Camille was there.
This was the second statement placing Camille at the scene of the crime, but disturbingly, there was still no sign of her. Prior to the shooting, Camille's aunt said she'd caught sight of her at the park once or twice and kept a close eye on her Instagram feed to see what she was up to. Since the night of the 30th, though, it had been radio
How long has
silence.
it been since?
Back with the detectives, Layla's friend recounted their travels throughout the day and who else was with the group.
We went to Rob's. We went to I don't know if it's abandoned. Do you know what a trap house is?
The fuck was
Okay,
y'all
so
doing at a trap? Oh my god. 16? At a trap house at 16?
Apparently, this kid Rob, I don't know him personally, but they do.
Okay.
They're friends or whatever, and we went over there and we chilled over there.
Significantly, Gabby said that Layla had been the one driving all day, but the only sign of her vehicle, a white Chevy Cruze, was a tire track left at the crime scene. The police hoped that finding
this girl and took her car? Is that what happened? Did they shoot this girl for her car?
Vehicle would offer some insight into what happened the night Layla was shot.
Do you know it last name or anything else about Rob?
No, I don't really know if Rob is his real name or not, because I know some people know him as Reaper.
Reaper? I'm not hanging out with no nigga named Reaper. I'm sorry, bro. That shit kind of crazy. Especially I can get if it was a content creation name or something, but a nigga named Reaper, that's crazy.
Rob and stuff like that. So
was anyone else there at the house besides the three of you and Rob?
Well, there was this kid 3-5, but I don't know his real name.
What's 3-5 look like?
I don't know. He's 12. He's a little kid.
A 12-year-old?
Detectives knew they needed to track down Rob and 3-5.
3-5 is 12. I'm sorry, but even at the age of 16, when I was 16, I was not hanging out with no 12-year-olds, bro. The only way I would hang out with someone that young is if it was the sibling of the person that I'm hanging out with and they had to bring him along. You know what I mean? If my homie, I'm 16, my homie's 16, but damn, they had to bring out their little friend or their little brother with them because their parents. Okay, cool, but we not going to no fucking trap house and nothing like that with no fucking 12-year-old. That's crazy.
They started with Rob, who they believed to be 17-year-old Robert Robinson, who was already incarcerated at a juvenile detention facility for a different offense. When detectives asked him about 3-5, he directed them to a boy named Christopher Atkins. Shockingly, Gabby was right. He was only 12 years old. Since Chris and Rob were both minors, their mothers were asked to join them at the police station before any conversations took place.
17 and 12.
Chris's mother, Ashley, was the first to arrive.
I don't understand. Where the hell is my son? If he being questioned, why the fuck I'm not in there? What state is that on? Where's my son?
Shorty, you couldn't put more clothes on? You couldn't put you got on booty shorts and a tank top and a bonnet. Okay.
What state is that on? Where's my son?
He's in the other room right here.
They talking to him?
Not yet. No, they're all getting their stuff together.
It seems she wasn't convinced they weren't already questioning him because Ashley did her best to hear what was going on in the other room. After almost 2 hours of waiting, she was finally escorted to the next room to join Chris, who was visibly trembling.
Hey, can I put this on him? Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. Did you want another jacket?
Okay.
Are you sure? You look like you're cold. Let me get you.
You say you have 4 siblings? Okay. You guys get along okay in the house?
The detectives set about gradually breaking the ice with Chris, all the time appearing hyper-aware that he was only 12 years old. After taking all necessary precautions, like making both Chris and his mother aware of their rights, and establishing on record that Chris knew the difference between right and wrong, they finally got to the issue at hand.
So, Chris, what I'd like to start with talking to you about is, and like I said, I just want you to be honest with us. I'd like you to talk to me about last Thursday night.
Right. Where is his shirt? Where's his shirt?
Anytime to eat, watch TV.
and I went to sleep for a little bit, and I heard something outside. I opened the door. There was nothing outside now. I think I went to sleep.
So I think what you just told me was what you probably had rehearsed in your mind several times to tell a police officer if you ever had to talk about that Thursday night. Because sitting here and talking to you with your mom here crying and knowing that you have these siblings, you're probably in sort of an embarrassing and shameful position. If you are sorry for what happened, repent for it and start from the very beginning and go to the very end without me having to pull it from you. Because somebody that I have to pull each individual action from, that tells me that they don't really want to say what they did wrong, that they don't feel bad for it.
Reaper down there has been super honest. He, it took him a minute to get comfortable with me, and he's told me everything down to details that only he would know. And
that's involved in
that nobody else would know.
Some of the details, he points finger at you.
17-year-old Rob, also known by the concerning moniker Reaper, was also being questioned. Just like Chris, Rob and his mom Erica were both advised of their Miranda rights before the interrogation commenced.
I'm trying to bring the best way to say this to you guys. We're investigating several different incidents that occurred over the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
One being a theft of side-by-side. One being the theft of, a burglary.
Burglary?
We're investigating a robbery, and we're investigating a murder. Okay?
Murder?
Mm-hmm. So,
that nigga look guilty as hell. Look, I ain't gonna lie. All you gotta do is say lawyer. I would have said lawyer too. But this nigga, I ain't gonna lie, this nigga look guilty as hell. That face look guilty, bro.
We're investigating a robbery, and we're investigating a murder. Okay?
Murder?
Mm-hmm. So,
the first ones you named is believable. The last one you named is not. You don't have the heart to keep them. I know that for a fact.
Okay. What'd you do on Thursday all day?
I mean, I was home all day. Like, I was home all Thursday.
Okay. Who were you with? Did anybody come over? Did we hang out with anybody? Did you go anywhere with anybody?
I ain't go nowhere. I came over at like 1 o'clock.
What'd you guys do then?
We just chilling. Literally, like, we were just chilling.
Okay. Was anybody with at the time? How did he get to your house? Things like that?
He drove to my house. It was him, Landon, Layla, and there was another girl with them. I don't know her name.
Sosa was a nickname that Layla's boy.
So, you just lied. Like, that quick, he just lied. Because you said it was only Sosa and y'all just chilled. Then you named 4 niggas. I can already, as right now, like within that 30 seconds, you're a liar to me. Because you literally just told the nigga it was only 1 person at your house. Now it's 4 people.
Boyfriend, 17-year-old Michael, used. Michael's father had last seen him about 6:30 last night, around the same time Gabby
Wait, did they
said
say
she
who
parted.
that second body was? Did they say who that second body was?
Father had last seen him about 6:30 last night, around the same time Gabby said she parted ways with the group. Landon was another local boy who police determined didn't know anything that would aid the investigation. As for the unnamed girl, the police likely wondered if she could be the missing Camille and why she hadn't been seen or heard from since.
Did you go anywhere after 6:30, Rob?
Oh, why do y'all keep asking that?
I just
want to ask it because we've been working on our investigations for
What do
several
y'all
days.
think happened, bro? I'm telling you,
You understand?
was in the house
You understand,
that
Rob?
night. Like, I only seen Sosa one time that day.
Rob, we know you were out of the house after 6:30. Okay? We know you were with around 7 o'clock p.m.
Thanks to CCTV footage, police believed that Rob, along with others in the friend group, had been involved in the theft of a vehicle and an armed robbery that night. As serious as these crimes were, they paled in comparison to what police believed happened later. Back in the room with Chris, his mother tried to make him understand the severity of the situation.
Well, you need to tell. If you ain't, now's the time. Now's the whole story. You know you left out of the house Thursday when I told you not to. And you finna speak. You better talk right now.
Reaper's already told us what the plan was that night. So there's, I mean, we know what the original plan was. We're asking you now to be honest and to come forth and tell us what happened and why it happened.
He knocked on the window.
When you say he, I never want to guess. Who's he?
Reaper, a.k.a. Rob, took a lot of convincing before he opened up.
Rob, right now you're protecting KTM and your buddies. You need to think about protecting yourself.
The disturbing meaning behind KTM will be revealed in due time. For now, the fact that the police knew about the mysterious phrase was enough to get Rob talking, albeit reluctantly.
Was that the house?
When you saw, when you were with, who was with y'all?
It was me. 3-5.
See? Like, he keeps adding niggas on. He keeps adding niggas and adding niggas and adding niggas. Like, I can't believe you if you don't want to, if you don't tell the full truth, bruh. Added another nigga.
Layla was there. And that was it.
The police knew by now that there were more people at the house than just Chris, Rob, Michael, and Layla.
Did you go anywhere with them that night?
No, I ain't go nowhere with them. I just told you. I swear to God, was at the house. They said they was finna leave. I went back home. Actually, Mom, I didn't come in until like late. I didn't come in until after 7 anyways.
You don't know what time you came home. Now,
but they talking about what that Mulaka at 7:10. What
I'm saying is, you don't know what time you came home because you defy your curfew so much. You don't know what time you came in. It might have been 8 o'clock. It might have been 7:30. It might have, you know what I'm saying? So you don't know what.
Right.
I'm
So
saying
now
is,
you was out at 6:30, but you said he was home the whole time. You said you was home the whole time.
You know something that they're trying to get out of you? I don't give a who your friends are, who you trying to protect. I gotta get to work. And I'm sick of dealing with this jail. Could you choose to have friends? I mean, you need to be honest.
Unfortunately for Rob, the police already knew that he was still holding back the dark details of what he got up to that night.
What about a cell phone? Do you own that phone?
Yeah, I own that phone. So do you all want permission to check the location?
That would be
phone?
great, yeah.
No.
That would be
Right,
great.
why would you say no? Look.
Oh, they can check my phone. They might find they're not looking in your phone for anything else.
So you're certain that your phone GPS will keep you at your house that night?
Are you? Are you?
Damn.
So we go.
Oh my God, bro! You committing crimes with the phone on you, and you, bro. First of all, here's my thing. Look, right? You cooked fucking Chef Boyardee filet mignon. He's cooked. Your mom is paying your phone bill. You already know she's sick of you and your bullshit and this jail shit. They asked your mother, can we check it? She's going to say yeah. Why not? Why? Because you shouldn't have been doing what you was doing. She's sick and tired of the shit that you was already putting her through. Like, you gotta be dumb as hell. Shout out to Mom Dukes. But you gotta be dumb as hell. Commit a crime with a phone on you. Like, come on, bro.
I can just tell you, I really don't know nothing about no murder. That is the truth. I don't know nothing about no murder, and I was not there with no murder.
That's not what they asked, though. That's not what they asked. What they asked was, when they pull this GPS, will it show that you were at home in your bed, or will it show that you were somewhere else? That's the question that was asked. You don't know?
I don't know what y'all want me to do. Like, I'm telling you stuff.
They want you to tell them lying, and I'm telling them the truth. And you sitting there going with them. Why don't you believe in them? They are not your sons. Stop believing them. Oh, no, I was not there. Like,
I didn't say
I was not there.
You were there.
What
you want her to believe you and not believe them. But if I'm believing you and you telling me the truth, why can't we just pull up the GPS? If you not lying to me, clearly, you want me to just let you lie to me? Come on, bro. We gotta be smarter than that.
Mama, you sit there just moving everything you're saying. No, first and foremost, you lie so much, I don't know what to believe what comes out your mouth. You didn't burn the bridge that's been gone. Let's get that understood. Like, I was like, but what I'm saying is, you so quick to want to protect people, and let me finish.
Protecting.
You so quick to want to protect people, don't want to snitch, want to be cool this and cool that, and not be known as a is in the paperwork and all of this, that you're willing to sit here and go down for murder that I know you didn't do. I know for a fact that you didn't do it, but you're going to be guilty by association because you don't want to tell who the
Hey, shut up, moms, man.
That's the problem.
I did not kill nobody.
Shut up, moms, man. A lot of these niggas need a mama, bro. And unfortunately, a lot of the niggas that got the mama that's trying to protect you, you take it for granted, bro. Because you want to be cool with your friends, and you want to be this and that and this and this. Hey, man. What happens to you, bro. Need a father, too, on God.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. You don't really... If you got a good mother, it'd be nice to have a father, but you don't need one, bro. My dad was not in my life. I ain't no fucking killer. You feel me? Like, I know a lot of niggas who ain't had their dads, they ain't no damn killers.
Did somebody you know do it?
Like, what the
No, I don't know nothing about no murder. I don't know nothing about no murder.
And if you lying, you standing on this island by yourself. Because if you got something to tell these people, because they have a way to tell if you're lying.
The best way to tell if Rob was lying was Chris, who was still in the room next door. He was sharing a bit more than Rob, and some key differences in their statements stood out already.
What do you think he's going to tell us, Robert?
He's not going to, with me, I swear to God, he's not going to, I didn't do anything. I promise you I didn't do anything. Who did?
I don't understand why you keep lying. And then you go back.
It's going to be a snitch. And
it doesn't matter.
Kill me. It don't matter. That is a snitch and I would die. This is not no joke. You would die. Like, you would die for snitching out here. People die for that. Real talk. Mama, people get bumped and killed for snitching.
We're talking about life sentences here.
Right. And this is like really
life. You thought murder was you just gonna get 5-6 years? Yeah. Life, brother. Life. And you 17. 3 deaths, they gonna try your ass as an adult, boy.
Listen, your actions and the people you choose to hang with and other bitches
I didn't kill anybody.
Is slowly killing me. I should just pause. Let me talk. I'm supposed to be at work right now. I just took a promotion. I can't keep missing work over that you are doing or the people you hang with or just any of that. Like, I don't know if you know or not, but they threatening me with contempt of court because I don't come to none of your court stuff for the other shit you got going on. Mm-hmm. I make sure you get there, but I cannot keep missing work. And you sitting here in my face telling me that you don't want to snitch because your life is they gonna kill you. Pause. You don't know.
It wasn't me.
I didn't say
kill nobody. They trying to get me a life sentence.
I didn't say that you killed anyone. Robert, you don't understand that you're just as guilty if you know who did it and you're not saying nothing. That's guilty by association. Like, what part of that is not clicking for you? If you know who killed these kids, then you need to tell him.
Some part of this tirade must have made an impression, because at long last, Rob shared his version of events.
Tahj killed all 3 of them.
Okay.
Damn.
Tell me about it.
Were you there?
What the whole story?
Were you there?
The whole story.
Let him talk.
I say the whole story.
Tell me the whole story.
Rob just mentioned 3 victims, but the detectives had so...
Oh, he did say 3. Damn. Tahj killed all 3. Oh, and they only found 2. Tahj killed all 3. Damn. Damn.
so far only asked him about 2.
Where's the last one?
Not only did this grab their attention, but they likely suspected that the Tahj that Rob mentioned was 16-year-old Tahj Brewton, with whom they were already acquainted due to previous cases. Unfortunately, this didn't mean they knew where to find him. Several weeks earlier, Tahj cut off his ankle monitor and went on the run. The detectives would focus on this after they got more of the story from Chris, who picked up the story after he said Rob, aka Reaper, knocked on his window.
Okay, Reaper knocks on the window. He knocks on the window. He said, come on, we finna go see some girls or something. Then we went out. And this girl and the boy picked us up. I don't know what. This girl and this boy. Describe.
From Rob's statement, the police believed this had to be Michael and Layla. He made no mention of Camille, however, even when he explained where everyone was sitting in Layla's car. The seating arrangement would be crucial later. Layla was driving, Michael was in the passenger seat, while Chris and Rob were in the back seat. But they weren't alone.
Then somebody came in the car, I don't know what his name. It was like somebody in all black.
Okay. And how does this person look? I know you said he's wearing dark colored clothes, right? I heard you say that.
Ski mask on too, yeah.
I'm telling you what, if somebody got in the car wearing a ski mask, I'd be like, what is going on?
But that didn't appear to be Chris's response, and the detectives likely had a horrible inkling as to why.
Yeah, I looked at Rob, I was like, I thought we were going to see some girls. He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, all right. And then we kept driving then.
Throughout his interrogation, Chris would only refer to the man in the ski mask as the X-Man.
X-Man.
Luckily, Rob had already revealed the identity of their companion.
We'd pick up Tahj. As soon as Tahj came out of the house, first thing he told me, like, we knocking on, we knocking on. I was like, nah, but I ain't even trying to do all that.
It took a little more persuading, but Rob eventually told the police that they could find Tahj at his girlfriend's house. They picked him up and brought him to the station after they finished talking to Chris and Rob. But instead of clearing up the questions detectives had, Tahj made everything more confusing. He said everything was Rob's idea.
I'm sitting right next to him. And he whispered in my ear, he was like, bro, I'm finna rob these tonight, bro. I look at him like, what you mean you finna rob these?
Wait.
Tonight, he's finna rob
these. Wait.
I'm sitting right.
Tahj made everything. Wait, hold on. I was reading to chat. Shut up, y'all.
Friend's house. They picked him up and brought him to the station after they finished talking to Chris and Rob. But instead of clearing up the questions detectives had, Tahj made everything more confusing. He said everything was Rob's idea.
I'm sitting right next to him. And he whispered in my ear, he was like, bro, I'm finna rob these tonight, bro. I look at him like, what you mean you finna rob these tonight? He's like, bro, so they look like they got a pound of weed, they got some money, bro. And if they don't go for it, I'm gonna kill them. That's exactly how he said. At this point, I'm frantic. But I can't, if I tell Sosa, right, Rob's sitting right next to me, so therefore he's gonna shoot me. So I'm sitting here, I'm scared as hell, so I'm like, I ain't got no choice but to just sit here and it is what it is.
Rob told detectives that it was the other way around.
It was so random, he just said he wanted to knock him off. I'm not thinking he's serious, though. At the time, when he first said it, if you would have seen his face, he was laughing, if I would have really thought he was finna kill I wouldn't have got back in that car. I would have stayed right there and called my mom and be like, can you come get me? I didn't think he was serious until when the car started slowing down and I seen him up the gun.
Rob said that Tahj did this because he wanted to take Michael's firearm.
What?
Over in Chris's interrogation room.
So you shot a nigga because you want his gun. You shot a nigga with a gun that you already got because you want his gun. I don't know who lying, man. This shit crazy, bruh. What are we doing? This shit is insane. This shit is, bro. Oh my, yo, niggas just want to have a body under their belt, bro. Killing niggas, bro. Chris, the only one who hasn't accused anyone. He needs to speak facts, factual.
His story aligned with Rob's. For now,
What triggered him?
Chris's interrogation room, his story aligned with Rob's. For now,
What triggered him to just start shooting? I'm trying to figure out. Is something in between that you're not saying?
Because I think the person that the white guy, I think they said he had a lot of money or something.
Oh, so it was set up as a robbery. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Okay. So they were setting up to rob the man.
Did Reaper mention that to you, that something was going to be set up or anything?
He didn't even know. Like, all I heard was pow, and like, I thought somebody was shooting at us, so I hopped out the car and ran.
I'm looking. Boom! Boom!
once again, Tahj's version was a little different.
3-5 shot at Sosa. Boom. Layla got shot.
3-5. So he's saying both of them had. Oh, so it's everybody but you. Okay, I think this nigga lying. So you said. So 3-5 said he got out the car and ran. Right? Rob is saying that Tahj shot both of them. But Tahj is saying he shot him and he shot her. So it's everybody was shooting but you. I don't know, man.
Rob, because that was diagonal. It was crazy.
Just like that. It took 2 shots. It wasn't no more than that. It took 2 shots to kill both of them.
The police knew at least part of this was true. Who shot who was yet to be determined. But tragically, they'd confirmed the second victim as Layla's boyfriend, Michael Hodo. He was in the grass by the side of the road, just blocks away
That's
from Layla.
That's who they found originally. Oh.
He was deceased when police found him. Michael's father had a heartbreaking reaction when he found out that his son would not be coming home.
My son's dead, isn't he?
I'm sorry to be the one to tell you.
No! No! Oh my God! No!
Can they come back out here and help? We have to talk. We have to find this out. Who's to find us? This is to go find out who did this to Sam.
I'll find him when I kill him and kill him.
While Michael's family reeled from the devastating news, Chris continued with his upsetting story about Michael's final moments.
And you said he shot this white guy first?
Yeah, the white guy was like sitting like this, and like.
Where'd he shoot him at?
Like right here.
And the gun was pressed up against his head? Is that what you're?
I think it was like.
Okay. And then, what about the white girl that's driving? Tell me about that.
He turned the gun and shot her.
Where'd he shoot her at?
I don't know.
Rob agreed, which would soon become increasingly rare.
Where did he shoot Layla?
Oh, I think it was headshots.
On the other hand, Tahj put the blame back on his 2 companions.
I know he shot Sosa in the back of the head. I seen that happen. I seen Rob try to shoot her, right? And when he tried to shoot her, he shot her, and then his gun didn't go off, so he reloaded it again and shot her.
All contradictions temporarily aside, Chris added another disturbing detail.
Did he see it coming?
No, it was like to the back of his head.
Okay. Did he have any time to defend himself?
No, but Tahj just upped him and shot him in the head.
At this point, police were still searching Forest Lakes Park for evidence.
That car is still missing. 2 truths, 1 lie ahead of. Nah, facts. I think that Tahj nigga guilty. I ain't gonna lie. Damn, Snorri McSnorpants. I ain't gonna lie. I do think that Tahj nigga guilty though, low key, high key actually. That car.
Now that they knew the shooting had occurred in Layla's car, it was more important than ever to find the vehicle. Most of all, though, they were looking for any sign of Camille. They hoped to find her alive, but the police were likely aware that, like Layla, she could be seriously injured and in need of medical attention. If that was the case, every passing moment decreased her chance of survival.
Wait, but how the fuck did she die? Cause how did she die? Cause if Layla's is driving, and her boyfriend is in the passenger seat, all 3 of y'all in the back, when the fuck did she die? She couldn't have been in a car. The fuck? I'm so confused.
For the time being, though, her family was left in an exhausting state of limbo. The situation was made infinitely worse by rumors that Camille had been caught up in the shooting. Frustratingly, the police still had no concrete answers for her family. They
In
had
a car
to hope
crash?
that
No,
Chris
because Rob said Tahj killed all three of them. So clearly it wasn't like it couldn't have been a car crash if he shot, you know? That's what he said. He said Tahj killed all three of them. That's what he said.
Rob and Tahj would ultimately provide an explanation. They got even closer when Chris continued with more of the story, but once again, the details started to get shaky.
Was the car driving whenever they got shot?
No, it was just like, it stopped, and then, like, it kept going. Like, when I hopped out the car, it kept going with it.
Where did the car keep going when it kept going?
Like, to a dumpster.
Oh.
Did you get back in the car?
Oh, it's starting to make sense. It's starting to make sense. Okay, so you remember how the lady in the beginning said she got out and saw a boy that was only like 5 foot get out the car and run and come back? He was the boy that got out the car and ran. Because remember he said when he shot, he got out the car and ran, but then came back. So he didn't shoot them, bro. The story is making sense from the witness's standpoint. Because the car, he said it kept rolling, it kept going into a dumpster. So clearly he got out after the first shot, ran, the car hit the dumpster. And then he ended up getting back in the car, and that's probably where they dumped her body. He's still involved. He's still going to jail for sure. But it really might be that Tahj nigga.
I mean, did you want to get back in the car, or did you not? No, you didn't want to. Okay, what made you get back in that car? Explain to me that.
Because he had a gun, I thought he was going to get to shoot at me. Because if I was just with him and if I was just with him, he just killed somebody. And he probably would kill me too, because he think I was a snitch.
On the contrary, Rob said that he was the one who jumped out of the car.
Wait, shot Layla.
So, wait. I don't know, cause who jumped out the car then?
I got out the car because the blood started dripping. I ain't wanted to get on me.
Tahj claimed the same thing.
I get out of the car, they still shooting.
Hold up. Oh my God. Everybody got out the car? Oh shit, chat. Hold on. This like murder mystery, bro. He can't be 5 foot though. Facts.
It was like 4 to 6 shots. I don't know exactly how many shots it was, but it was a couple shots, bro. So at this point, we hear this.
Why aren't we seeing his interview? Why are we only hearing his audio? That nigga really might be guilty. Cause they're not using, I don't know.
They're like, I'm running, I'm trying to hide in the forest. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm trying to call Spring everything. So this lady, hey, what's going on over there? He sees me, or I guess he ran back over there, run over him. He was like, hey, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, I'm gonna just do what he tell me to do. I just want to go home. So
the only thing that this established was that at least one of the boys had gotten out of the car. But this wasn't news, as the woman who saw the car hit the dumpster also told police that she saw a male figure running around shortly after she heard gunshots and saw the crash. The detectives decided not to challenge the boys on this front for now, and pushed for the truth on more important matters instead. They started with Rob.
What happened to Layla? Where did they...
I don't know. Tahj threw Layla out the car and hopped in the driver's seat and started driving.
Rob said Tahj repeated the process a short time later.
Tahj pulled body out the car, patted him down the mechanic. He grabbed the mechanic, got back in the driver's seat, and he drove off.
Was that next to Layla where she was pulled out?
No, it was in a different spot.
This made sense to police because the second crime scene, where Michael's body was found, didn't have much blood. There were, however, what appeared to be drag marks leading from the road towards the brush where the body lay.
Did you help take... I ain't touch nobody. I ain't touch a body. I ain't touch nothing. I swear to God, I ain't touch nothing. Once they was dead, I said, take me home, man. Take me home.
Yet Tahj said that wasn't how it happened.
Rob drives. He pulled Layla out of the car. That's why she got left by the dumpster. He starts driving. He's driving. We go around the corner. He goes over here to Sosa. It's Sosa. Sosa had, I think, in his somewhere on him. So he pulled Sosa out of the car. He just dragged him over in some woods or some shit.
And were you driving the car?
No, I was not driving the car. Yeah.
The detectives asked Chris similar questions.
Did you pull her out of the car?
What is Rob doing during all this?
He was saying that.
What's he saying?
Like he was like, oh, he was like, go.
And what happened next?
Yeah. And he drove all the way out there in Ottawa. And he tried to put the thing in the river, but I think got stuck or something.
What thing are you talking about? The car. Okay.
Once again, the detectives already had information that would let them know if one of the boys was lying. The search of Forest Lakes Park had finally paid off, leading police to another grisly and tragic discovery. Tahj picked up the story again to tell his version of what they did with Layla's car.
We get over here to this lake. It's dark as hell. 3-5 get out of the car. He get out of the car. Rob tells him, hey, start wiping everything down. So he started wiping everything down. He's wiping everything down. The door handles everything. He's wiping everything down. So after he started wiping everything down, Rob take...
Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know who did it. I don't know who did it, bro. I don't know who did it. I'm thinking it's Tahj, but like...
I think Rob takes Layla's phone or Aunt Sosa's phone or whoever phones he found in that bit, threw him in the lake, watch him, throw him in the lake.
The lake in question turned out to be 5.5 miles or 8.8 kilometers outside Forest Lakes Park, but police had no question that this was the scene they were looking for. When they dredged the lake, they recovered the 2 phones from the water, which were determined to be Michael and Layla's. But this wasn't the only evidence they found. Tahj attempted to explain what was found as he continued his story, starring Rob as the mastermind of the crime.
He tell 3-5, get in the car, drive the car into the lake, for whatever reason.
When the detectives asked Chris, though, he said he was nowhere near the car at that point.
Were you in the car when it was going in the river, or?
No, I was out. I was trying to run back to my house.
Hmm. You were out of the car. What was Rob doing?
I don't know. I left. I was running back to my house.
What did he say he did with the car after that then?
I didn't ask all of that. I didn't ask that.
What about the guns that were used?
I don't know where those at either.
Oh, it's barely in the lake. Okay. Like when he drive, it might be the 2 front tires in the lake. It might be a little bit more of the hood, but the back of the car, all that is still out of the lake.
I don't know. Because they both saying they wasn't there, that they left. But he still knows what happened after. Tahj do know the most details. Damn. I don't know, chat.
That was exactly how the police discovered the car. What they found inside was more gruesome than they had ever anticipated. Back with Chris, he continued his tale.
Describe to me the clothes that you were wearing that night when all these bad things happened. What happened to them?
They wanted us to burn them.
Who wanted you to burn them? Did you have blood or something on them?
No.
Are you sure?
I don't think so.
Like Detective Bender said, we processed that car front to back, top to bottom, bottom to top 3 times. 3 days worth of actual forensic work, several forensic people. I don't think you could have sat anywhere in that car and not got blood on you.
I think it was something on my shoe.
I'm standing over here scared as like I think it's blood all over me, but it's dark, so I don't know. But I think it's blood all over me.
Rob said burning the clothes was all Tahj. Tahj, of course, said it was Rob. Regardless of who had the idea, the police found the remains of clothing in a burn pile in the forest, including pieces of shoes, sweatpants, and sweatshirts. However, this was not the only clothing item the police discovered intact. Chris's shoes, which he described as Nike slides, were found discarded in the bushes, and a single glove was found near Michael's body. Another was found near the lake.
What the hell?
The police asked Tahj about this.
So were you wearing gloves at this time?
Yes, I was wearing gloves because, like I said, I was supposed to go hit.
And what about Rob?
Rob was wearing gloves too. Yeah, Rob was wearing gloves.
Tahj revealed that the original plan was for the group to go car hopping that night, which was why he was wearing gloves and a ski mask. But police had to wonder if there was a far darker reason the boys brought these
Going
items.
car hopping with a gun is kind of crazy. Car hopping is, I don't know their version of car hopping. Our version of car hopping was going to multiple cars, seeing if they're unlocked and see if there's some, like, if they are, find something to steal out the cars. That's how car hopping was in my neighborhood. I don't know if car hopping meant to these niggas stealing actual, stealing actual cars, but like, a gun for that task is still kind of crazy. If you're gonna steal an unoccupied car, you know what I mean? Car hopping usually involves either stealing from unoccupied cars or stealing an unoccupied car. So what would you need a gun for?
For now, the detectives wrapped up the conversation with Rob.
Do you feel a little better now that you were honest? Did you need to get that off your chest?
Worse. Now I feel like I just snitched on everybody and
The detective stepped out, but little did Rob know that his night at the police station was far from over. There was a lot more that he needed to fess up to, but for now, he was left alone with his mother.
I'm gonna charge you because you were there and you didn't come forward.
did come forward.
I'm talking about when it happened.
I just told him everything.
I'm just letting you know, Rob. You don't
I'm
understand.
gonna get charged for murder. Mama, I was the one that was snitching on everybody. If I was gonna get charged, why did you make me stay?
I said I don't know.
What's the point of snitching?
We're gonna ask you to step out now.
Hey, Mama. Wait, hey, is my mama still here?
Yeah, she's still
here. Wait, Mama.
Talk to me.
She's
talking with someone.
Can you see if they do charge me? Can you see if she can give me a lawyer? I didn't kill anybody.
Hey, relax.
Can you ask her, please?
Rob waited, asking the detective stationed at the door several times to bring his mother back, but she had left to go back to work. Before she did, she informed police that she did not want Rob answering any more questions without a lawyer present. Rob was not on board with this plan.
Is my mama still up there? Hold on. How can I get charged for murder?
Listen.
Can you explain it to me?
Hold on. We got it. We're taking your DNA, okay?
While the police took Rob's DNA, fingerprints, and photos, he continued to ask them how it was possible that he would be charged with murder.
Listen, can I tell you the situation, please?
I heard it. Listen, let them do their thing. Your mama's not here yet. We can't talk to you.
She's close?
I don't know how far she got, but she is on her way.
Rob's interrogation might have been on pause, but the conversation with Chris remained in full swing. The questions he faced were about to get a whole lot harder.
They executed a search warrant on the house, which they did collect some things, and I'd like to talk to you about those things too. Mm-hmm. But because you, because it was like a surprise on that.
Yeah, like what was in my house that got to do with this homicide? And
I will, and I'm going to tell you about that because, like I said, I'm not going to leave anything out.
It's I can tell you, it's pretty damning. I guess I would use that word.
So, are you serious?
Do you own any firearms, ma'am? Does anyone in your home own a firearm? Okay, because I'm pretty sure they found one or two firearms in the house. And I'm sure you guys have watched CSI.
Oh, Chris. It was Chris? Oh, no.
Right? We can take a firearm, we can shoot it. That round that you shoot, we can take, and we can put it into a computer
and tell you who got
can actually compare it to other fired casings, like the shell from the bullet. How?
You told me who the guns from.
Okay.
Why would you hold guns from when you know something that dumb just happened? That was stupid.
When Reaper gave you these, you think that they're going to be related to this?
I think so.
Describe to me why you think that.
Because he said, put these up, make sure your mama don't find them.
Okay. And the gun that you saw X-Man use, was it either one of those two guns?
I think it's the black one.
Meanwhile, Rob continued to wait.
Oh, my God. Wait, yeah, who's the third person?
I didn't kill anybody. I don't want to be charged with murder. I do not want to be charged with murder, bro.
Eventually, the detectives did come back to speak with him, since he was insistent on saying more. even though his mother did not return to the station.
All right, so, you know, I explained to you what your mom said on the phone, right? She didn't want us to ask you any more questions about while you're present. You reapproached me a couple times, and you said that you wanted to discuss
Nigga,
some stuff
oh
further,
my
right?
god, are you? Oh, this. Hey man, yeah, GG's to him, bro. Idiot.
I just want to make sure that we're clear that you don't have to answer our question. You don't have to talk to us at this point. But you've stated to me that it's my case. I want to talk to you. Yes.
Because Rob's mom was no longer present, they read him his Miranda rights again. Right off the bat, he admitted to additional involvement.
Tahj told me to help him pull the body out of the trunk and throw it in the lake.
Body? Out the trunk? Wait. Out the trunk?
He grabs it. He's trying to pull a leg. And he was like, "Bruh, it's heavy. I need help." So I grabbed one leg. I tried to help. I was like, "Bruh, it's too heavy. I don't want to do this." Put the thing down. Left the girl in the trunk because I told him I didn't want to help him. Like,
Rob went on to tell a long, rambling tale about selling his gun the day before the crimes took place. The detectives hear him out before dropping a bombshell.
So that's an issue because we have that gun now.
No, that's not.
It was at 3-5's house. You said you sold it.
I did. That's not my gun. That one's not mine. That's not
the
my
same
gun.
In addition to this, the police strongly suspected Rob had stolen the firearm.
You may have told the truth that you didn't pull a trigger, but you knew this was going to happen. You knew it was going to happen.
I did not know this.
The detectives had a similar exchange with Tahj.
We've sent some of the casings off to be examined already. It's not back, I'll tell you that. Otherwise, we would probably be having this conversation. That those casings aren't going to come back, like he said, to a third gun.
To a third gun, they shouldn't.
Multiple casings were found at all 3 crime scenes, but especially near the car at the lake. Even if the boys weren't budging on the issue of who shot who.
Wait, there was more car scenes? Wait. More casings where? What the fuck was you shooting at by the lake? What were they shooting at by the lake that there was more casings?
Especially near the car at the lake. Even if the boys weren't budging on the issue of who shot who, lab tests would reveal the truth in due time. In the meantime, the detectives brought up something 2 of the boys in particular were probably dreading.
Let's talk about the trunk of that car.
You open the trunk, sir?
There's another part that we haven't talked about.
Trunk?
Mm-hmm.
It was a girl in the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me to open the trunk. And he shot her.
Where did he tell you to open the trunk from?
You see me sweating?
He told me to open the trunk from the inside, like the inside.
Okay.
And whenever you pulled that open, tell me about what you saw.
What the fuck was it? Is that his mom? Yes. What the fuck? Why was there a girl just in the trunk? What the fuck?
All I seen was luggage, and then he said move, and then he shot.
Okay. You said all you saw was luggage?
Luggage and it was like a girl.
And what part of her body could you see? Could you see her feet, or her hair, her hand? Describing
I seen hair.
I did not even know it was another person in the trunk at all.
Okay. So you just riding around and she just in there?
Yeah. I mean, we rode around like that before, though.
Just because there ain't no room for all the people?
Just because there ain't no room for all the people.
When you go to open up that seat, what were you thinking in your head?
Like, what am I gonna do? I don't know what to do. I was confused. I was like, I was thinking like there's a person back here.
Did this person say something? Describe to me what you heard whenever you opened that seat up. What noises?
All I heard was somebody tell me to watch out, and I heard gunshot. 2 gunshots.
Tragically, the 3rd victim was determined to be none other than Camille. Her body was discovered 2 days after Layla was found on April 1st. Like Chris said, she'd been shot twice. The location of her wounds indicated that her death had been no accident. It was highly unlikely that Camille had been shot once in the back and once in the head by chance. As soon as she was identified, law
Damn.
enforcement made contact with her aunt, Amy, for a difficult conversation.
So you probably know why we're here, where we've been investigating the incident that happened Friday involving Layla and the other individual that was found deceased.
You know, it took us a little while because we couldn't positively identify her, so it took us a little while. But, you know, we're certain that it's Camille that is now deceased.
Probably to detective surprise, Amy remained
Damn.
stoic. As it turned out, she already knew Camille was deceased.
What?
The grandpa of Layla actually came to my house when I found your card, telling me that Camille was deceased and how are you doing is what he told me. They were talking about
Camille
it at the hospital that Camille was deceased
What?
already. I had a mother call me at midnight last night that, oh yeah, my phone has not stopped.
While Amy tried to come to terms with the
Damn.
loss of her niece, the detectives at the police station asked Chris
I'm
more
like
about the
I'm still a little
specifics of Camille's
confused.
murder.
What happened after he shot her?
He closed
Someone
it.
told her. But to be honest, though, like, right in the beginning, they were saying at the school, apparently 3 people had been shot. So they kind of, like, before they found the body, I guess, they already knew. Like, the town, I guess, knew, so.
We left.
How many times did he shoot her?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna.
I think once, twice.
What is it? One
Twice.
Twice? Okay. Do you know what part of her body he shot her?
No, I when I opened it, he opened it, so I looked away.
As if this wasn't horrific enough, Tahj put forth an even more disturbing version of events. Predictably, he insisted he was not the shooter. The culprit he named was spine-chilling.
Who folds the seat down? 3-5, because he was on the side, so he hops out of the car, right? He get out of the car, flip the seat down, boom, hit her once. So he shot her once.
Where did he shoot her?
Oh, I don't know. I couldn't see exactly where he shot her at all. And then she's not dead yet, so Rob sees that and he shoots her to make sure she's dead. So Layla got 1 headshot and then Camille got 2 because she wasn't dead yet.
For once, Rob agreed with Tahj, at least partially. Before his mom left the police station, he told this to the police.
It was 3-5 that did that. 3-5 dropped the seat and shot the girl, and he shot her in the head. And then Tahj like, shoot the in the back, shoot the in the back. 3-5 dropped the back seat and he shot the girl. She was still alive. It's like, finish her. So he shot her again.
3-5, police knew, was Chris's street name.
Yo, what? What are we doing? You're 12! You're fucking 12! Holy shit!
Still, something wasn't quite right. After getting this far, the police were not willing to accept anything short of the full truth.
Now, Reaper, Rob, there's a lot of similarities that are overlapping here, but there's definitely a discrepancy that Rob told us about what happened to the person in the trunk.
They're trying to make him the shooter, right? Yeah, that's what y'all leaving out. I mean, be honest. Be honest. We being all being honest here. Just be honest. Is he the shooter? That's what they're saying. That's all y'all gotta do. That's all you gotta do is just say that. I mean, stop going around it.
I can tell you that he is not. You, Chris, are not being blamed for those people in the front seat.
In the back seat is what the trunk is the one that
we have some issues with the trunk.
I'm gonna keep it real about.
Tell us.
Be honest, baby. It's okay.
Because you're gonna feel so much better. You're gonna feel so much better.
She loved her little 12. Hey, a mother's love is unconditional, I guess. You little 12-year-old murderer. Why are you a murderer at 12?
You're gonna feel so much better once you talk about what
He's tell me. Say it. Just say it.
He said, if I ain't do it, you gonna kill everybody I know.
So tell us what you did.
He said you gonna kill everybody I know.
Yeah. Who made you do it? Who is it?
Rob.
Rob made you do it?
Yeah.
He said he gonna kill everybody you know. Well, who was the X-Man?
I don't know who that is.
Now, did you...
Just calm down.
Yet again, Rob said something different. Before his mom left the station, he had shared this information.
Tahj made him kill the person, or he was gonna kill 3-5.
Is that what he said? He told
He
him?
told 3-5, if you don't kill this girl, I'm gonna shoot you in your head.
Let's go on here. He said that he was going to kill, he would kill everybody you know, and he did fire a gun. Tell me about what you did.
I think I shot the girl. I don't know where it was, but and then he came up and shot her too.
Okay.
Who did?
Rob.
Okay. So when you shot her, what gun did you use when you shot her?
The ex-dude gave me the sky.
If Chris used Tahj's firearm, that would explain why they only found 2 weapons during the search warrant. This brought up another question, though, which the detectives had addressed with Rob and his mom.
So that's my concern here, is that you said that Tahj was pretty much orchestrated this and was concerned that 3-5 would snitch on him.
So he made
him
3-5 do that.
But you saying that he was completely fine with you not taking any part of that?
Yes, with me, he just told me, if you snitch, cut, I'm gonna kill you.
With his mom there, Rob insisted that he was innocent. Now that she was gone, though, the police hoped he might be more forthcoming.
I honestly don't think you're a cold-blooded killer. I know Tahj, I've dealt with him, and I've dealt with you. And there's a reason I wanted to talk to you. Because I don't think you're that dude. I don't think you're a cold-blooded killer. Tahj, I don't know anything about 3-5. I've never met him. But I'm telling you...
Hey, everybody go to jail. How about this? We was all in the car. We're going to figure the story out. Everybody getting 25. Let's drop it on the table. A big 25er. Slap it on the table, bruh. Everybody going to jail. Everybody going to jail. Everybody going to jail. Take these niggas to jail. Prison. Take these niggas to prison.
The evidence says that you were there and that you shot someone. There is no explaining that.
Evidence is gonna tell you that I'm there, but all I can tell you is that I didn't shoot nobody.
Did you shoot Layla? No. Because I got information that somebody that was in the car had a thing for Layla, and he couldn't do it. So somebody else did it.
No.
Okay.
Hey, Sleepy with the prime. Appreciate you, Twin. Thank you, Twin.
Your brother's talking. Is there any
Your brother?
reason why he would be telling people that you shot one of those people if you didn't do it?
Police likely used this as a tactic to get Rob to talk and hopefully reveal
it
the
was
truth.
a tactic.
Perhaps this was how Amy knew Camille was deceased before the detectives contacted her. In Chris's interrogation room, his mother struggled to come to terms with what he'd done.
Wait.
You shot one of those people if you didn't do it.
Police likely used this as a tactic to get Rob to talk and hopefully reveal the truth. Perhaps this was how Amy knew Camille was deceased.
I'm a little confused. Wait. So did they lie or not?
Before the detectives contacted her. In Chris's interrogation room, his mother struggled to come to terms with what he'd done.
You shot somebody that's dead, boy. What the This is a homicide. This is 3 people dead. This is some shit that's serious.
You gonna kill my family. What am I supposed to do?
That's why.
I understand. That's what we were trying to tell you from the beginning.
Chris, take a deep breath.
Just calm
take
down.
a deep breath. Now listen to me. When you say that someone threatens your family and threatens you, I need to put it in the report. Take a deep breath.
Please tell me, what am I supposed to do?
Chris's mom didn't have an answer to that. She asked one of the detectives if she could step out for a moment to compose herself.
He know where I live, and he knows my whole family. He was gonna kill my whole family.
Are you talking about Reaper, or are you talking about Stavo?
Reaper. He was gonna kill my.
Let's talk about X-Men real quick. I think you know who X is, and I think you're scared of him. Rightfully so.
They both said it was gonna kill my family.
Okay.
They both said that? Did they ever point a gun at you or anything like that?
Yeah.
Who pointed a gun at you?
The X-Men.
Oh, so now it's not. So he was lying. He was snitching on Reaper to protect X-Men because he was more scared of X-Men than he is of Reaper. Come to find out, it was actually X-Men aka Tahj.
She's like, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. I'm gonna kill you. Then I'm gonna kill your mom.
Rob also told the detectives that he and Chris were in serious danger at the time of the crime.
Let me tell you something about Tahj. Tahj tell you he finna do something, and you decide not to do it with him, then I probably would have died with them.
So were you afraid of Tahj that night? Because
if I did not do what Tahj wanted me to do, I would have died that night with them.
Tahj is that bad a dude?
Bro,
Tahj, on the other hand, claimed Rob always planned to let him take the blame.
If anything, if one of us go down to anything, and Tahj, it was you. You did it. Everything. You did it. Legit. You shot everybody in the car. It was not me. If he got caught up, then then he was gonna go find my mama. The whole night I did not have a gun.
Rob continued with his story, claiming that he only participated out of fear.
Did Tahj tell you to put the gun to somebody?
But Tahj told me he told me he gonna kill Sosa. He wanted me to shoot Layla, and then he wanted 3-5 to shoot the girl in the back. I told him I didn't want to do it. He told me if I didn't do it, he was gonna kill me.
You hold the gun to Layla's head?
Yeah, but I tried to shoot it, but it clicked. I tried to shoot, but it clicked. I didn't have it cocked back. I tried to shoot it, and it clicked twice, so then Stavo just did it himself. That's why. I'm thinking my gun wasn't coming back.
Listen.
I'm telling y'all the truth, and y'all still think I'm lying. What I'm supposed to do, bro?
Okay.
So how long?
Stuff is starting to align. Stuff is starting to align a little bit. Because you remember when Tahj said he tried to shoot her twice and it didn't go off, so he reloaded and shot. Sterling, shut the fuck up! Right? Tahj said that. So that it's slowly starting to, if you talk to these niggas long enough, his story's gonna start to line up.
How long before he actually pointed the gun, he told you to shoot Layla?
We was already in the car. He put it in his notes, showed me, and then deleted the note.
When was that in the night? How early? How much before?
No, that was right before it happened.
Did you shoot that girl in the trunk?
In the trunk?
Yeah. Like I said, I wasn't there.
3-5 shot that girl in the trunk.
Still, the police suspected something was being left out.
Was she still moving after you shot her?
He said she was still breathing or something.
Long ass
Who
pause.
said that, X-Man or Rob?
Did you shoot the girl once or did you shoot her twice? I mean, it doesn't matter at this point.
I shot her once, and he shot her again.
Chris was talking about Rob. Thankfully, the police were finally getting somewhere with him, too.
You shot her once.
How many times you shoot her?
Once.
You shot her once?
If you talk to them long enough, these stories will start to line up.
Where'd you shoot her?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do. There ain't no question. There ain't no question where she was shot. You talk about one end to the other. Where'd you shoot her?
Just shot, bro. I seen her and I shot.
Why?
Because she was still alive. She was gonna snitch on us all. We was all gonna go to jail for life. I didn't want to
Oh my God.
do none of it. If I didn't kill that girl, Stavo was going to kill me. I swear to God. I'm looking at her in her eyes. She's dead.
Finally, the truth came out. Ballistics reports comparing shell cases found at the scene to the firearms found in Chris's house indicated a match. Whether or not there was a third shooter remained to be seen.
Are you sorry for what
I
happened?
am. I did not want it to happen. I never wanted that to happen. I never wanted to kill anybody. I never wanted to shoot anybody. I never want any of that to happen. I just wanted to get a little bit of money.
The detectives made one last effort with Tahj.
People already ended up dead because of you guys' craziness.
No, not my craziness. It's not my craziness.
Were you going to rob them and it was like either you had to do what you had to do or a finger slipped and it scared everybody in the car and then it's too late at that point.
Yeah, I feel you, but
that makes more sense than the story that they're telling that you planned to kill these people. That from the beginning of the night.
I didn't shoot no gun.
We talked to Rob and we talked to Chris for hours. For whatever reason, one of them was more afraid of bringing you into the middle of this than they were Rob. So for that story that Rob's this guy that's, you know, threatening everybody, or his people threatening people, or your people, I just don't see that.
But Tahj remained stalwart, insisting that he had never used a firearm that night. The detectives hoped that unpacking one final secret could be the key to determining the truth about his involvement. They turned back to Rob to accomplish this. Like Chris and his mom, Rob was also given a jacket to keep warm in the cold police station. But he used it in a less typical way. Even as he tried to get comfortable in the interrogation room, one of the detectives returned to unpack a final secret to try to pull the case together.
The KTM, what exactly, what is it that you guys do? What is it? Like a gang?
No. It's the first time we did something for it.
So how many
KTM
people like consider themselves a part of KTM?
A few of us, me, Gustavo, 3-5.
Rob's list went on, but he only had nicknames for most of the KTM
That's
members,
the gang they was talking
not
about
their
earlier.
real names. Notably, Michael, Layla, and Camille were not included.
I was the leader of it.
Chris was somehow even less willing to give up the details of KTM.
What's the deal with the KTM thing?
KTM.
Huh? I know Reaper has the tattoo. What does it mean?
That boy got a McDonald's bag. It's over. Damn, bruh.
Cutthroat? Cutthroat mentality, does that sound right? What exactly is that? Like just a made-up gang name, or?
One of Michael's close friends eventually came forward, provided the police would keep his identity anonymous, and confirmed that KTM was indeed a gang. His description of their activities was chilling.
Their mentality is a mentality that they will do anything to you and not give a fuck.
Just to get the money?
Yes, just to get the money. Just to get what they want, basically.
With that, the detectives had all the information they needed to
10 actual case photo. $15. $15?
move forward with the case. It had taken 8 hours each to get the truth from Rob and Chris. The detectives stepped out, leaving Ashley and Chris alone for a few moments.
Listen, baby, listen. It's not over.
Yes, it is.
It's not over. It's not over. You just better pray and hope that the gun that you shot her with wasn't murder weapon.
Ashley also had some devastating news to deliver that was sure to upset him further.
I'm gonna go to jail. That's when I leave him. I'll talk. That's because I got a warrant. So.
Damn. Damn, she going to jail. Yo, mama had a warrant. She gotta come down to talk to the. Oh my god. Yo, you fucking suck, nigga. Mom's getting locked up too. You about to go to jail for murder. She had to come down and talk to the police. And she got a warrant too. You fucking suck.
Had some devastating news to deliver that was sure to upset him further.
I'm gonna go to jail. That's when I leave him. I'll talk. That's because I got a warrant. So I'm gonna go. And grandma gonna be trying to figure out something. I'm gonna try to get out of this. When I get out of here, I'm trying to get you home.
Ashley had a warrant out for her arrest, and in order to be with her son while he was interrogated, turned herself in to police.
She turned herself in so she can go talk with you. Oh my god, you fucking suck. She had possession of cocaine.
Was charged with possession of cocaine and methamphetamine and taken to county jail. Chris, Rob, and Tahj were all taken to juvenile detention, and on May 15th,
Hey
2020...
man, she shouldn't have had those drugs for sure. That's a crazy charge. That's a crazy charge. She shouldn't have had those drugs. But it goes to show you. She loved her son more than she loved the drugs. And that's all you can really ask of somebody, bruh. Priorities. She loved her son more than she loved the drugs. She had drugs, but she loved her son more than the drugs. She was willing to turn herself in for that.
3. A grand jury indicted all 3 boys. Preparations began to take the case to trial, where they will be tried as adults. Tahj and Rob are both facing 3 counts of murder in the first degree because, tragically, Layla did not survive her injuries. She passed away just days after Camille's body was discovered. Tahj also has been charged with robbery with a firearm, tampering with evidence, tampering with an electronic monitoring device, carjacking while armed, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and grand theft auto. Rob had a similarly long list of charges in addition to 3 counts of murder, including armed burglary, grand theft of a firearm, petty theft, robbery with a firearm, and tampering with evidence. Chris, meanwhile, was only charged with 1 count of murder for Camille, whom he admitted to shooting while she was in the trunk. The other charges against him were dropped, including grand theft of a firearm and burglary. However, he's now facing an additional charge of battery after getting into a fight while incarcerated. Currently, all 3 boys have entered pleas of not guilty, but the trial is ongoing. What the court finds and how justice will be served for Layla, Michael, and Camille remains to be seen.
Damn. Bruh. Oh my God. That was, I ain't gonna lie, there was some twists and turns in there. RP to them, bro. A 3-piece is crazy. A 3-piece? 3 bodies? It's not even like it was 1 or even 3. 3 dead teenagers, bro. Holy, bro. Emotional roller coaster? Facts. Hey, shout out to Explore With Us, though. W video. That was a very good video.